Hey, it's Bob Nagan, and in this episode of Real Retail TV, we're going to talk about the power of focus and one simple question that can move the needle in your business in a really, really significant way. So in 1998, the British men's 8 rowing team was not doing very well. Their performance was mediocre. They were frustrated. The Olympics were coming up in 2000, and at that time, 2 years out, it didn't look like that team had a chance. And so Ben Hunt Davis had an idea. And he proposed that they ask this simple question before every single decision. And that question was, will it make the boat go faster? So if it was time to go for a grueling morning run and nobody wanted to do it, the question became, will it make the boat go faster? When all the boys were thinking about going out to the pub, they asked the question, will it make the boat go faster? So when it came to equipment, there were lots of variables, but at the end of the day, the question was, will it make the boat go faster? And they just kept asking that question. They kept running that question through all the lens whenever they had to make a decision. And guess what? They went into the 2000 Olympics and they won. The British men's 8 rowing team hadn't won a gold medal since 1912, and they won. And they went on to have a string of very, very successful years. But it was all driven by a single simple question. Will it make the boat go faster? Here at WhizBang Training, we teach something called W.W.M.C.W. What would my customer want? And if you make all of your decisions through the lens of W.W.M.C.W, you get the clarity and the focus that's needed to do the important work. You know, you're retailers. I was a retailer for 19 years. I get it. There's 1,000 things that can be done. You're pulled in a million different ways, and it all becomes distracted. Monkey mind becomes the way of life. But at the end of the day, if you ask yourself, W.W.M.C.W, what would my customer want? Now you start to gain the clarity that leads to you doing the important work. The important work like building a training program so that your team knows what to do when they go out on the floor and engage your customers. Things like hiring services like Management One to help you manage your inventory more professionally. Decisions. When you ask yourself W.W.M.C.W, you get clarity and focus. Teaching your team members W.W.M.C.W gives them the focus. It gives them the authority when they're on the floor to help your customers in a way that they want to be helped. Let me share a quick story with you. I introduced this concept at the Retail Success Summit many years ago. And one of our clients and friends, Hope Birch from Maryland Saddlery, got really enthusiastic about it. And she went back and had custom bracelets made for all of her team members. They were beautiful bracelets that were inscribed with W.W.M.C.W. And she gave them, her team members, these bracelets to empower them to make customer-friendly, customer-focused decisions on the floor. Huge results. And that's what I'm asking you to think about. W.W.M.C.W, what would make the boat go faster? What is that question? What is that focus that's going to move your business forward in a meaningful way? I was the story of the what makes the boat go faster. The story of the British men's 8 rowing team was shared with us by Mark Turnbull. Mark Turnbull is a member of the Platinum Mastermind Group from Alnwick, England. He's the UK. He's a 6th-generation butcher. And the question that he asks is, if we were a Michelin star food hall, would we? So you see, he wants to give his customers the kind of experience. He wants to build the kind of business that would receive a Michelin star. Michelin stars are only given to the very, very best businesses, the businesses that sell the very, very best food and have the best experiences and give the best service. In that picture that you see right there, that is hung up. That is a giant poster put on the wall in his back room. When you are in Turnbull's, you can, in the back, the team cannot miss it. What's he doing? He's keeping his team focused on what's important, the customer. W.W.M.C.W keeps your team and you focused on what's most important, the customer. What makes the boat go faster is focused on making the boat go faster and winning the Olympics. So your homework assignment, should you choose to accept it, is to ask yourself, what would be a question that can become your mantra? Is it W.W.M.C.W? Can you create one of your own? But think about it. If you can find that statement, that question that really, really will drive behaviors, bring it to your team, put it up in the back room, put it on a bracelet, make it part of the way that you think, make it part of the way your team thinks, and watch what happens. It's the power of focus. So if you're doing something interesting like this, I would love to hear about down in the comments below. Please put it there. But before we leave, I really want to encourage you. This is the last week for you to save $500 on your registration to this year's Retail Success Summit. The theme of this year's Retail Success Summit is Mighty on Main Street. You, Mr. or Miss Main Street merchant, you are mighty. You make a difference. You are powerful. And if you want to be the best retailer you can be, if you want to be as mighty as you can be, I would encourage you to register now. Save big money, but it's not even about saving money right now. It's about being in the room. It's about being inspired. It's about learning new things. It's about you becoming a better merchant, you becoming a better person, you going back to your store and doing better work. So if you haven't registered yet, please do so right now. I guarantee you'll be glad you did. In fact, there is a better than money back guarantee. If you come to the Retail Success Summit and you aren't absolutely thrilled, if you aren't 100% confident that you will make your money back many, 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 many times, come and see us at the end of day one and we'll give you all of your money back plus $500. So there's everything to gain, nothing to lose. Hope to see you. I'm Bob Nagin. We'll see you next week.